Don't look. If you look at this episode, you'll go insane. Just kidding, watch this review. I'm Insad and I saw Star Trek, the original series, Is There Truth in No Beauty? It is directed by Ralph Sinesky, written by Jean Lisette Aroeste, and if you haven't seen this episode, I will spoil it for you. This episode starts with we're following the USS Enterprise as they transport an ambassador, Medusan, and also there's a psychologist human there. Her name is Miranda, and she is assigned to go with this ambassador to a Medusan vessel. And so the USS Enterprise is just supposed to transport them to their thing. It's fun. I like how the stipulation that if a human would look at a Medusan, then they would go insane. And so for this reason, everybody on board has to be in their quarters when the ambassador is being carried through the halls of the USS Enterprise. And I mean carried because it just looks like a big old treasure box. If I'm being honest with you, that's what a Medusan looks like. Spock is half human. He's also Vulcan. He's controlling the transporter. He has to wear these big old goofy Cyclops looking goggles that he puts on his face in order to help this lady transport this ambassador, right? And you know, they have like a chill session, chill time. Spock and Miranda have some pretty cool conversations, cool mind-probing questions that Spock asks, like, "You're human, why are you tasked to carry this ambassador who, if you look at him, will make you go insane?" There's this one person that accidentally looks at the Medusan, the ambassador. His name is Kolos. I didn't really say it, but that's his name. Person looks at him, goes insane, and just dies. Due to insanity, I guess? Okay, that's fun. But anyway, Spock asks us just why you can just look at him, and she's like, "I'm not looking. I'm blind." So this chick is blind, but she has this really cool dress on. It's all nice and sparkly. I think I've seen it in another Star Trek episode before. It's first season? Maybe my memory's off, but I feel like I've seen it somewhere. She's wearing a pretty dress that's a sensory dress. She can, like, tell you how far she is from something, and it's like, oh, that's pretty cool. This is the most scattershot review of Star Trek, and I apologize for that. I should mention the madman, right? Something that's very important to the plot that I neglected to say before he died. He takes over the engineering deck and does a warp 9.5 off away from the galaxy, very edge of the galaxy, and then just leaves them there. So now they're just in this nebulous void. Pretty colors, but they're not in a galaxy at all. And what's interesting is Spock has to do a mind meld with the Medusan in order to gain the knowledge of how to get out of the situation. And nobody else has any knowledge of how to get out of the situation. They're like, warp 9.5 is impossible for the ship to sustain. We cannot do this. How do we get out? And Medusan's like, I got it. And then they do a mind meld, and that's pretty cool. And then what's interesting is that Spock accidentally looks at the Medusan with his visors off, and so he goes pretty insane and crazy, but luckily we're able to just chill him out. They get out of the sticky situation alive, and they're able to send the ambassador on their way to where he needs to be, and that's pretty much the end of the episode. Nothing else. I liked this episode a lot. More specifically, I like how lived in the moment this episode is. This episode's big bad guy is honestly the guy with the murderous intentions. I should also mention that the chick, the human, also has telepathy, so she was able to tell that somebody has murderous intentions, and she went to Vulcan in order to learn what not to listen to kind of control her telepathy. And so she has a very logic mindset, but she's still human physiologically and also blind, so it helps that she doesn't go insane while talking to the ambassador. All of that And it's caused by this one madman. And then he just takes over the ship and just throws him off the... Just there, gone. Out of sight, out of mind. He just takes him out of the galaxy. And I like this show's interpretation of it. So, let me know what you think of this episode. I like it. It's a good one. What would you do if you were Spock in this episode? What would you do? Let me know. I gotta give this episode, this is a solid like 7.8 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one on the platform really likes that. If you want to fast track a movie, you can do that for $20 dinos at patreon.com/ASEPresents. And if you like to help us for daily grind gist of all the daily movies, go to this link tree, find the way you can help sort the daily grind of all them daily movies, so you can go here. And until next time, I'm in Salad Saw. I'll see you later, my style croutons and bacon bits. Wow, what nice nature I'm standing in. Oh, wait, what's over there? Is that a tiger? I'm frozen. Oh, wait, it's too close. All right, goodbye.